Hello, Ryan.
Hello, Nick.
Nice to see you.
Good
So-
to see you. Yeah.
Tell me what you were just telling me right before I started. Bamboo.
Yeah, it's a bamboo. I don't think it's a soju. I'm not sure.
Is it
It's
alcohol?
Yeah, it's alcohol.
Okay.
But for me, it's way better than soju because I
Really?
don't like soju that much.
Mmm.
Honestly, I hate it.
Really?
Yeah,
What's different about it?
because it has like taste. You know, like a
Mm.
normally soju
Mm.
doesn't have any taste.
Mm.
But it has taste and I love it.
So it just tastes better, you think?
Yeah,
Does it have more or less alcohol?
less alcohol. than
Less
soju.
alcohol?
I think it's 11%.
That's still pretty good.
You wanna try now?
Sure. I've never had that kind of soju. Or is it soju or not? It's completely different. What do you call that?
We just call Tenamu Sul.
Denamu sul.
Yeah, Tenamu is bamboo and Sul is alcohol. Tenamu Sul.
Bamboo alcohol.
Just taste it.
Good. Nice.
It's not strong.
It's not strong.
Yeah.
Good.
Cheers.
Done. That's really good.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Do you think it's better than soju?
Yeah, definitely more tasty. It's more like fruity almost.
Yeah, and it tastes like sake. It's like Japanese
A
alcohol.
little bit, yeah. Is it Korean?
Mm-hmm.
Denamu?
Tenamu. So I guess it's Korea. Tenamu. Yeah.
Do bamboos originally come from Korea? Does bamboo?
I have no idea. Honestly.
Like do bamboos naturally grow in Korea?
Yeah.
I don't know. They do. Nice. Alright.
Cheers.
There you go. And we ordered kimchi samgyeopsal.
Yeah, kimchi samgyeopsal, the grilled kimchi and samgyeopsal.
Nice. Alright. So one thing I firstly wanted to ask you was, how is taking pictures going?
It's really going well. Yeah, I got this new camera like a month ago. Yeah, for my graduate gift.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it the one that you took on the hike? Or was it
Yeah,
a different one?
It's
Yeah.
the same. And honestly, it was like a second picture that we took in the.
That was the
yeah.
second time you took a
Yeah,
picture?
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I really love this camera.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
And then when we went to JJ's bar, that was the same camera, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's literally the one that I put for my profile picture.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Yeah.
And after I upload some picture on Instagram, some of my friends text me that because she has a bar and she said she want me to take a picture of her bar.
Really?
Yeah, so I went there like 2 weeks ago, a week ago, and then I sent a picture yesterday, and she said it's really good.
Wow. That's cool. Did she pay you?
No.
Have you ever gotten paid for your pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah. When?
I don't remember, but it's like before I got the new camera. I
What was the camera you had before this one?
Canon.
Canon. Oh, Canon.
Canon.
Yeah.
But it's like not a good one.
Not that good. What got you originally into taking pictures?
So last year, February, I decided to go to Europe with my family, and I searched some information about Europe, and people said I should take a picture there, so I better get a good camera, not a phone camera. Yeah, so I went to the shop and
You just went to a random shop.
camera shop. And most cameras was so expensive. Like it's so expensive. I didn't expect it that much money, but it was so expensive. So I just got the cheapest one.
Oh, and it was that Canon?
Yeah, it was Canon. And I tried several times in Europe. I got family trip during family trip, and most like a picture came out really well.
even with that, like,
Yeah.
the lowest end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I love to take a picture right now. Yeah.
So that was it. It was just like you went to Europe. So this just started,
Yeah.
even since I've met you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't remember you last year ever really taking pictures that much.
Because I didn't have a good camera.
Yeah. But like back then, were you interested in taking pictures?
Mm-hmm.
You were.
Yeah.
Just maybe on your phone or.
Yeah. But not that much.
Do you plan on, like, is it just for a hobby?
Yeah, just for fun.
Just for a hobby. You don't want to do it for a job? Would you do it for a job?
I don't think I'm that like a professional.
I think you're pretty damn good, dude. Like those pictures on the mountain
Yeah.
were really good. Like, I mean, yeah, maybe the camera is doing a lot of the work,
Yeah.
but like, you seemed like you were professional when you were even doing it. Like, you seemed like you knew what you were doing. Like, you set up the camera like in a good angle. Like, you were just taking
Thanks.
pictures. You were just taking pictures as we were like talking and conversing, and yeah, I don't know. I really loved how they turned out. Like, you were, even when we went on the first peak,
Yeah.
you were like directing us on like how to stand, kind of like. I think you could make it into at least a side business.
Oh, might be. Yeah.
Like, if people want to take pictures at their weddings or.
That'd be nice.
Do you have any other hobbies?
Just go to the gym and work out.
How often do you go?
Like last year, I went to the gym like every day.
Sure.
Every day. Work out like every day. Let's say 2 hours.
2 hours every day.
Yeah, 2 hours every day.
Even on the weekends.
Yeah. But this year.
Sure, because of COVID.
Yeah.
So, have you switched to working out in your home? Have
Yeah.
you switched? Yeah.
My home. So when I was in Poland, I applied the gym,
Yeah.
and I just went there only like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then shut down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, because you were there basically for the whole Corona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no.
Like
You were
a-
there before, and then it just
Yeah.
happened. Okay.
Yeah. So I usually like work out at home, watching YouTube. There are
Okay.
many good videos for home workout. Still, I work out at home in my room.
Do you enjoy like lifting weights
Yeah.
more, or yeah?
Because I can feel like my muscles
Sure.
growing.
Yeah. For me, I don't know why I've never been a fan of lifting weights. I'm more of like almost like freestyle. Like I just like doing push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, running. Like for some reason, I'm not a fan of the resistance. I'm more of a fan of just like throwing my weight around, I guess. But yeah, I've recently definitely gotten more into workout, like since COVID. I used to just be a runner like last year, and then since COVID happened, I don't know why, I kind of switched to just doing push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups. Honestly, since I've gotten to Korea, I think it was because of the 2-week quarantine. I just like dedicated myself, okay, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups every single day. Just dedicated that for the 2 weeks, and then I was like, why stop, you know? So I just kept on going. And how like long have you been like on a workout before COVID? How long have you been working out like every day?
Like a year and a half.
Yeah. Would you say you're pretty like knowledgeable about working out, or like are you interested in teaching people how to work out, or are you just more for yourself?
Some of my friends ask me to teach them, but I say no because I know I don't have a lot of knowledge.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now, so.
You just like doing
Yeah,
it
yeah,
yourself.
'cause
It
I
just makes you
love
feel good.
workout,
Yeah.
Right.
Sure. Makes sense. Any other hobbies? It's okay if no.
No.
No? That's fine. What are things that you do during this COVID time to pass the time?
Just watching YouTube,
Watching YouTube,
Netflix.
talking with your girlfriend
Sure.
twice a day.
Twice a day.
Still?
Yeah, sometimes once a day.
Sometimes once.
Yeah, usually like twice a day. Before she got to sleep. Before I got to sleep.
Yeah. How long have you guys been in a relationship?
Our anniversary day is 1st of February.
1st of February. So, not a year yet?
Yeah.
It has been a year.
No.
No, it hasn't. Okay. Wait, so the 1st of February this year?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you guys were dating last year. You were just kind of seeing each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And, like, what have been the highlights and what have been the, like, down lights? What do you say? The lows of a long-term or long-distance relationship? Like, what do you enjoy about the relationship right now
Right now.
that makes you want to stay in?
Cause it's no how can I explain? She just made me happy like every day. And yeah.
Yeah. Maybe, is it the hope for the future? Does that help? Like the knowing that in the future you guys will see each other?
Yeah.
Like that motivates you to want to continue the relationship, knowing that it probably will work in the future. And what are, I'm sure there are a million downsides to a long distance relationship, but could you list maybe 2 or 3? Like the things that you hate the most, that frustrate you the most.
Because we always talk on the phone, like a FaceTime.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm already used to like talk to her only with phone on the phone. So sometimes I had dreams about her, and even in dreams we're still talking on the phone.
Oh really?
Yeah, this yeah. Yeah. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
예, 맛있게 드세요.
Looks really good. We'll do a little pan down for the cam. Oh yes, that deliciousness. Hell yes. All right. But yeah, that really just fascinates me. That you guys have been in a relationship so long distance. 잘 먹겠습니다.
잘 먹겠습니다.
Also, that soup is really good too.
Is it good?
Really good. Tastes like Christmas Day ham.
I know what you mean.
On Christmas Day we have usually ham, and it really tastes like pork, and it tastes exactly like that. It actually reminds me of home.
Kimchi's so good.
Yeah. Kimchi doesn't remind me of home, but it's really good. Nice. What is it? Ben Mude? Ben Bidema Denamu. Denamu Sul.
Yeah, bamboo and phone.
I've been thinking of what to get my dad from here. He really likes alcohol, but he doesn't like soju. So that actually might be a good like substitute.
Oh yeah.
I just want to know, it's not from like China or Japan, it's a Korean thing, right? Do you know?
Sure.
Say on it. It's fine if it is, I might
yeah.
still get it.
Korean traditional wine.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. John. Yeah, it's just like tasty, fruity, almost.
Fruity. Right.
Seriously tastes like, you know what apple cider tastes like? Or apple cider. It's like sparkly apple juice. It tastes a little similar to that.
Yeah, it's similar.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
Which is another funny thing because on Christmas Day, every single year I have apple cider with ham. So thanks for Christmas dinner, Ryan. Alright, one last question about long distance relationships. Would you give any advice to people who are in a long distance relationship? And what would you give them? Wow.
감사합니다. 예. 맛있게 드세요.
감사합니다.
Those are fire. I already know.
Recommendation.
Or recommendation, any word of advice?
Okay, first, I don't recommend long distance.
I think everyone can agree with that.
No, never recommend. But if there is no chance, then love each other more further and talk a lot. Just talk a lot. Share, like sharing my day and listening her day is always like a good.
Makes it worth it.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad to hear about you guys making it work out. Every day it makes me happy to hear about that. Definitely.
I really do not recommend.
I know. So what are these? What do we got here? They look like gimbap.
We call onigiri. It's like Japanese.
Onigiri?
Yeah, it's Japanese.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I guess it's Japanese style.
Did you order that?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice. What is your favorite Korean food?
Naengmyeon.
Naengmyeon.
Yeah.
Ah, you Koreans and your naengmyeon. That's cold noodles for those who don't know. Ice cold noodles.
Really good.
Like, what is your favorite kind? Like, do you have a restaurant or do you have a favorite?
No, just
No, just
all kinds of naengmyeon. Like
Yeah.
after galbi. Like the
After
meat.
galbi.
Yeah.
Mm.
The meat. So good.
I don't know why. It's just a really weird taste. It's the sour with the like.
Yeah.
It's almost. It's not like super sour, but like it's like
You can taste it.
yeah. It's that taste and cold. It's like to me it shouldn't go together. What? A lot of Koreans really like it. Also, could I have the water, please?
Your cup.
Perfect. Like ice water. Also, how nice is it coming back from Europe and just being able to get some ice water without having to like pay €4 for it?
Right. Oh.
That was one of the worst things I remember about being in Europe. It's just like, shit, like, we're so
Should I
thirsty.
pay?
Yeah, I know. Do we really want to pay for water? Like, might as well get beer. Like, what was your favorite thing about Europe?
I wanna say national park.
The what?
National park.
National parks?
Yeah. 'Cause
Specifically in Poland or all throughout?
especially in Poland. Because Korea is small, so it's hard to find a good and nice
Park.
yeah, and big park.
Yeah,
But
true.
In Poland, yeah, there are a lot. And near my home in Poland, there was like 4 different big parks.
Really?
Yeah. So yeah, I really love to go there for walking.
I've really wanted to go to Poland because I don't know if I tell you, my family, part of my family comes from Poland. I'm wondering what it's like there. I'm sure it's like. Have you been to any other countries besides Poland?
Like when I was in Europe for exchange thing.
Yeah. Did you
No.
go to? No, you didn't go to Germany or.
I didn't.
What were the biggest differences? Like, what was? I'll rephrase this. What was difficult for you to get used to while in Europe? Before that, had you ever been abroad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. We'll talk about that in a minute. But what was the hardest thing to get used to in Poland? That's a lot.
The thing I remember right now is like a public toilet, like a restroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in Korea, like, you can go anywhere. Like even in like a subway station,
Sure.
or the train station, we don't need to pay.
Ah, yeah, the
But in
pain.
Europe,
You gotta pay everywhere. That's all throughout Europe.
those stuff. Those hurt for me. Not hurt, it's like weird for me.
Yeah. That especially was difficult for one of my friends. I'm gonna throw my buddy Alex Chiswick under the bus here,
Oh,
but he has sort of a bladder problem, and so he has to go to the bathroom like all the time.
oh,
And I met him in Europe. He's an American, but I think that I've never seen anybody struggle with the bathroom more than this guy. Yeah, he really had a hard time, and it was seriously like after every single place we went to. He was always on his mind, like he had to remember before we left the place. He had to go to the bathroom,
exactly, yeah.
and then like at the next time, like as soon as we left, he was like, "Okay, where's the next bathroom?" Like he's literally living bathroom. My other friend and I used to joke about that, and he's just living from bathroom to bathroom. I thought that was funny. But yeah, it was a really struggle. Even I would agree that it was a struggle finding bathrooms for some weird reason in Europe.
no. One more thing that like in a restaurant, it's I think it's because I'm a Korean. Because I mean, in restaurant, after we got some food, like the waiter or waitress come us to check if food is okay or any more service. Yeah. It was,
They did that in Poland?
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was first time it was weird for me because they came to me and they asked like, "How's the food? Do you have anything else?" And I was like,
It's alright.
No,
Like,
it's-
I didn't
it's
call
okay,
you.
yeah.
Because in Korea, you have to press the button, or they don't ever bother you. Like
Right.
it's just you're here enjoying the meal
Yeah.
with your friends.
Right.
You know, you're not here to know the waiter or waitress. Did you ever have to pay a tip?
No.
Never. Some European
Yeah.
places, I had to pay a tip. I remember,
Yeah.
but it wasn't common. Not like America.
When I went to Germany and Austria for a family trip,
Yeah.
I paid the tip several times.
Do you agree with paying a tip? Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing? Just in general, if money wasn't an issue for you,
Okay.
would you not care? Would you care about tipping?
Yeah. I
You-
think it's a good. It's a good.
You think it's a good thing?
Yeah. Paying a tip.
Why do you?
I can express my happiness about the food and about the waitress.
So you think it's good? Do you think it should be optional or mandatory?
Optional.
Optional.
Because I don't want to pay the food or other services back.
But then what if someone did an exceptionally good job getting your food, but you still like just don't want to tip? Like what if you're just one of those people? Do you agree with that kind of behavior?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you think that the waiters and waitresses should just be able to they should be paid well, and you should be able to tip. Because in Korea, like if I wanted to, could I tip? Maybe. Like
Yeah.
Like have you ever seen anyone tip?
Yeah.
You have. Is it mainly like your elders have tips?
Yeah,
People?
elders.
Yeah. Does that make sense? Are there restaurants? Is there any restaurant in Korea that will require you to? There is. Okay. What was your? Oh wait, I already asked you. Your favorite part of Poland was the national parks. So you really like being outdoors? Yeah.
I love go to park for taking a walk and for shopping. I love shopping a lot.
Really? What do you like shopping for?
Just everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Everything.
Like, what are your favorite stores?
Favorite store
Well, okay. First of all, do you like shopping in person more or online?
in person.
In person. Okay.
For sure.
And what are your favorite stores?
I want to say Chara.
Zara?
Chara, yeah.
Yeah. Zara's a great company.
Yeah. And they have many
They have
fancy
good
clothes.
styles.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
too expensive.
Sure. Yeah.
I did a small report on them when I was in college, and because I was a supply chain major, and they have one of the most efficient supply chains of any other like business. Like they're very low waste.
Okay.
Like they don't waste a lot of their materials or their products, and they do things very quickly and efficiently, and they only really order like the only amount that they need.
Very structured.
Very planned out. I'm surprised I've never seen that. It's every single day. I seriously learned something new about Korea, and I'm just like amazed that I've never seen that or anything, you know? Yeah, let's take it. What do they say in Poland for cheers?
I forgot it.
Just cheers, maybe?
Yeah, cheer.
It's not
'Cause I-
Nastavi, is it?
Because I usually like hang out with other different countries.
Ah,
friends,
yeah,
so
sure.
Sometimes salud, sometimes roast.
So, yeah, what did you go to Poland for? Was it for a study abroad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an exchange student.
And what did you learn there? Like, what was the program about? Was it business related? Was it something else?
No, it's just international way.
International relations?
It's just called like a exchange student program
Oh,
run by school.
so it was just kind of general.
Yeah.
Was it like more political, more business, more like was there any focus at all? Was it just about Europe? Was it about the whole world?
About Europe.
About Europe.
No, it's the whole world.
Whole world. Okay.
At first I wanted to go America for a year, but the school in America said no because the policy is changing.
Really?
Because of
Ah.
so, yeah.
That's alright.
So I changed my plan to go Poland because at first they said a year programs okay, but after I got I got an email from them
From Poland?
yeah from Poland. They said I cannot just study for one semester, not a year. So I said, okay, then I can just go other country.
But like this is before coronavirus.
Yeah,
obviously.
So I went there and I studied management.
Management.
Yeah. And in March I applied to go America for 6 months, but it cancelled. So that's why I'm here right now.
That's fair. So, if you could be anywhere, you would want to be in America right now. Yeah. In El Paso? Or have you and Brittany talked about going somewhere else?
Wherever. Wherever.
Wherever.
Keep it together.
Just together. Doesn't matter where, just together. Sure.
Wherever.
I understand.
America or Korea.
Yeah. Yeah, because you said she might come here, right?
Yeah.
That's definitely probably easier. Maybe, I don't know. But
I don't know, but
maybe now because of Biden being the president, it might get better, but I don't know.
I really hope so.
We'll see how much he does. Alright. Where else have you traveled besides Poland?
My whole life. Japan, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Philippines. What else?
Singapore?
No.
No, Singapore.
Yeah, Austria in Europe. Austria, Germany, Czech Republic.
Oh, were any of those, I mean, besides Europe, were any of those by yourself, or were they all with family?
Family or with
Friends.
friends? Yeah.
What is your opinion of Japan these days?
These days.
Or maybe this year?
This year.
Maybe last year was.
Last year
you
was,
didn't like
yeah.
him. I think every Korean didn't like
Yeah,
him, but
last year.
but like, would you go back? Would you go visit Japan
Again. I don't want to go.
You won't go
Yeah.
ever in your life.
Maybe if I have to go like for a business trip or whatever, but I don't want to go again for just trip. I do not hate Japan, and Japan was good when I was traveled there. It was good, but I feel like there's more beautiful, more like, good country to visit. Yeah, so I just want to go other country, not Japan, and because we have like a similar culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just want to know something new.
Okay. Out of all the Asian countries you visited, what was your favorite?
Yeah,
Really? How
just the
come?
food was so good.
Really?
Dumpling, yeah, dumpling was so good.
Dumpling.
Yeah, and people was kind, and they have many fancy supercar,
Really?
like a lot. So
Is it like? I'm trying to imagine. Is it similar to like Seoul, and that's like big city? It's really busy.
It's-
a lot
yeah.
of people. Big skyscrapers.
yeah, it's
Is it really expensive?
expensive for what?
Like food or transportation
No.
for
Not really.
staying in a hotel or
I want to say it's like similar with Korea, like the same in Korea.
really? That's not too bad. Okay.
I really want to visit there again, but you know the situation.
Well, sure,
is
but
not good. But for sure, I will go again.
You would go there definitely over Japan.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Did you visit any other parts of China?
No.
Also, I wonder, what is most Koreans' opinion of China and Chinese people these days?
These days, they're like, because we believe China spread virus, so we feel like China and Chinese people are kinds of enemy.
Really?
Because they're messing up the whole world now. So
Was it at all like that before coronavirus?
before coronavirus,
Yeah. Like, okay, and when you say enemy, is it enemy in the same way as Japan is an enemy? Or is it a different?
it's different.
Different.
Like a
Yeah.
Like before this pandemic happened, usually Korean people do not like Chinese. Not Chinese people. I wanna say like Chinese government,
Yeah.
because they
Why-
always
why-
lie
They lied to Korean and
Yeah.
Korea?
Korea.
And I feel like, especially when I was here last year, all Koreans complained about the pollution.
Yellow dust.
Yeah.
It's really terrible, especially
Yeah.
in spring.
I remember last year, a lot of Koreans told me if I ever went to Seoul, I should put on a mask just
Right.
because of the dust.
Especially in west part,
Really?
part of Korea. It's really bad. Like
Oh, really?
Yellow dust.
Would you ever visit China? Like Shanghai or I don't know. The problem is I'm not very educated on China or the cities. I know Taipei, I know Shanghai, and I know there's a Great Wall somewhere.
Yeah. I just want to travel in Europe or America.
Yeah, you're more interested in the Western.
Yeah, never Asia. I don't know why.
You don't know what. Does it have to do with having like an American girlfriend? Does it have to do, you think, with just it's a lot different to you, so you want to experience that?
Since when I was young, my parents told me you should go America. Not sure, but it'll be good for me. Go America and get a job there, and study abroad. That's why I feel like Western countries better than Asia.
Why do you think your parents told you that when you were young?
Because
Like land of opportunities kind of thing, or there was a lot of potential for you maybe?
yeah,
Yeah.
and they always push me to study English.
Did you learn English when you were young?
Yeah, when I was super young.
Do your parents speak English?
No,
No, not at all.
not at all. That's
Really?
why they push me to learn English.
Interesting.
My father's visit America like 2 times a week, 2 times a year.
Really?
Less 2 times a year for conference, but he still doesn't
Really?
speak English.
How does he get around?
Maybe he have like a
Does he have
tour
an assistant?
guide.
Yeah, assistant maybe. Yeah.
Or tour guide.
Interesting. What do your parents do? Like for work?
My father works in IT company. I don't know the details, but it's about the security.
Oh, sure. That's a good job.
Oh.
That's not going anywhere.
And my mom, go estate.
Estate?
estate agent.
Oh, real estate.
Yeah, real estate. She works.
Korean real estate. Interesting.
But like it's her hobby. She says she doesn't want to earn money.
Yeah, she doesn't care about that.
Yeah,
she
yeah.
just cares about the hustle. She likes doing the work and
Yeah, right. She says she doesn't want to stay home all day.
안녕하세요.
네. 감사합니다. 네.
감사합니다. You know, those people always interested me when I was in Korea last year. Last year I got the wrong impression from them. So I originally thought that those people were I thought that they were from a company,
Yeah.
and that company hires them to go to restaurants and sell their products to help with hangover cures. And I thought that that was the whole thing, was that all they did was promote hangover cures
Yeah.
for the next night, and then so the next day you would go and buy their product. But now I realize the reason that they come to us is because we have, was it the Demune?
This one.
Yeah, because we have their brand of liquor. That's why they just gave us. This has nothing to do with hangover or anything, right?
Yeah.
It's just a product made by the same company. I learned that literally last week. And I've been in Korea for like a year.
Just for marketing.
Yeah. But one thing I really like, that's on my bucket list. I want one of those jerseys. Yes, I really, really want one of those jerseys. I've asked several if I could buy off them, but they said no. I want to know how to get one. I don't know, I'm sure I could order it online probably, but I like the one that she has on right now. I would
hand
kill.
gesture.
Yeah, I would kill to have that. And just all the Korean graphics, like it's so cool to me. Yeah, either one honestly are cool, but
With this hand gesture.
yeah, I don't know why. It's just like a really cool, very niche. It's a very niche thing. Like you wouldn't know unless you know. That's what I like about it. That's a long piece of kimchi. Do you think you drink more, less, or about the same as an average Korean?
I would say more.
More? More than an average Korean.
Yeah.
How often do you drink?
It depends on if I'm in Busan.
In Busan?
I drink 3 or 4 times a day.
Really?
But it's a shot of whiskey. But it's
Whiskey?
because I love whiskey a lot. At home. But in Ulsan, just once a week.
That's fair.
Staying.
What do you like so much about whiskey?
It tastes nice flavor.
Where do you get whiskey?
My father gets some whiskey for me.
Like, does he ship it?
Yeah. Or at the duty free shop.
Oh, really?
Because he
In Busan?
no, because she goes to America.
So he gets it. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's really cool. So you probably have had American whiskeys.
Yeah, American whiskey or other different whiskey. Because he also go to Singapore twice or 3 times a year. So from Singapore, America, sometimes other.
Japanese. You know they got a lot of whiskey there. They got a lot of whiskey in Japan.
Okay, maybe next time I'm gonna try it.
You said you were never going. The work trip, on the work trip.
Okay.
That was one thing when I went to Japan last year.
Yeah, you went.
I really loved was I met a friend over there. He was an English guy. He was dating a Japanese guy, and they lived together. And they invited me to their house. And this English guy had been collecting whiskey, Japanese whiskey, ever since he started living in Japan, like 12 years ago or something.
Wow.
So he showed me his cabinet, and it was just full of like all the whiskeys. And he just opened up the cabinet. He was just like, "Have at it. Yeah, which one do you want?" And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm never gonna drink all this, man. Like, let's just enjoy it." Like, he said he never has anyone over, so he might as well.
That's cool.
It was really cool. So we got very drunk off whiskey. It was really fun though.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah. And that
Maybe
was
someday.
yeah.
I will try.
Dude, if you come to America, I'll take you to some cool whiskey places. Let me know when you come to America. I'll make a trip to El Paso.
I really want to visit America. Because I've never been there. I really want to go.
Do you have any like questions about America? I mean, I'm sure you've asked Brittany a million questions.
Because my father always showed the pictures he took us there. He was like, "This is America."
Where
You know, we
where
can
does
do
your
this.
where does your father usually go? Do you know?
Usually,
East Coast maybe?
no, West Coast. California, for sure. And sometimes New York.
Yeah. Yeah, IT guy. He would go to probably California or New York.
So he was like, "Oh, this time I went to the East Coast." You know that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening.
That's funny. You'll go.
I will.
I believe in it. It's a fun place. It's really, though, not as different from Korea as you would expect. Maybe. I think Europe is more different than America in some ways than Korea is with America. A lot of things I think Koreans have really adapted to the American lifestyle.
Right.
And Europe hasn't. Europe's just on their own shit. But I don't know.
Yeah, and the one more thing I love in Europe was architecture. For sure, it's so beautiful.
It's unmatched. It's really
I really felt like I was in the movie.
like, yeah, you feel like you're like literally living through history.
Right.
Like,
Wow, it was so pretty.
I feel that sometimes here though too. As being a foreigner,
Yeah.
there's a lot of places that like I see and I'm like, wow, like this looks like I'm in a movie. Like I've seen a lot of like Asian inspired movies and stuff like that, like ninja movies or like like you know that's a stereotype, but like Asian and West or Eastern cultured movies. And I just like literally even being here, like we have places that are like this in America, but like you can tell that they're like trying to mimic this place where we're at right now. Here, I'm literally just here, like in it. Like to me, like this place looks like a movie. I'm gonna be honest. Like literally just like the door frames, the like the style, all the pictures, like just the foreign words, like you know, like it's just like it's just the nostalgia of living or yeah, traveling abroad. It's really unique, and I love it. I love that feeling. But I know what you mean about Europe specifically. It's just like the most insignificant things are still even like so crazily like thought out and planned and
Right.
you know this no big deal. This church only took like 800 years to build, you know, something like that. Like
Yeah.
but it's not even like the most beautiful. Like that's what a European would probably say. Like but you didn't have to give me that one. I like soju.
You sure?
Yes. I've also obviously these are like Danamu glasses.
Yeah. Because we have like other social glasses.
Yeah. Because I've never seen those glasses either. All right.
John.
Ma Serinye. You know that?
No.
Ma Serenne? Serenne? Sarena?
살아있네?
Sarena. Sarenne. My roommate taught me that.
Oh.
Human.
살아있네.
Saraine.
살아있네.
Doesn't that mean like that is really good?
Yeah. 살아있네. Yeah.
Saraine. He told me I should say that to someone who is from Busan.
Oh yeah.
Like the ma part too.
마. Right.
Ma. Saraine.
살아있네.
Saraine. Thought that was funny. You know, next week is, you probably know, Thanksgiving. American Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Oh, you didn't know that? Oh, no. But, yeah, I wonder, like, the differences between Chuseok and between American Thanksgiving. Because I've heard Koreans say that Chuseok is Thanksgiving.
Right. Korean Thanksgiving Day.
But what to you is Korean Thanksgiving Day? Like, what is a traditional Chuseok?
Traditional 추석.
What do you, how do you Chuseok?
So we have ceremony for ancestors. Like just praying for like a good harvest. Yeah. That's the main part.
Okay. And do you have like pictures in your house of ancestors? Do you have like a shrine of ancestors?
Picture. It depends on the family.
Oh, yeah.
But
What about your family?
Yeah. Picture.
Pictures of all of your ancestors?
No.
Of just maybe like the near like great
Yeah.
and
So
like your parents, grandparents maybe, and down.
now my family is for my grandma and my dad's grandma. That's it.
Okay. So so you have a ceremony, you pray to your old ancestors. Do you offer them food? Do you
Yeah.
like? I'm talking about your family specifically, not.
Okay. So in the ceremony, I don't know about other family, but my family usually makes about 38 different kinds of food.
38. 30 different kinds of foods.
30 different kinds of food
Holy shit. Like
for the ancestors.
like when you count different kinds of food, that's just for the ancestors, or
Yeah.
do you eat the food?
Well, of course we
Oh,
eat
okay, okay.
after
But-
the ceremony.
But when you say 30, is like kimchi one of the foods? Do you count
It might
kimchi?
be, but
Yeah.
we don't make kimchi for the ancestors. Like
really?
a ceremony, yeah. For my family.
Okay.
But like a apple can be a one.
Got it,
Yeah,
okay.
apple or banana.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is it just like your mom that cooks them? Is it like your mom, your grandmother? Like is it everyone in the family kind of helps?
When I was young, we like usually women's like mom and grandma makes the food. But for now, like a whole family member make the food.
Okay. And then after you just eat, talk,
Yeah.
hang out, yeah. And then do family member like how on a regular year, how big are the gatherings usually? Is it like every part of your family comes, or is it usually? And I'm again talking for you specifically. Or is it just like your maybe mom, dad, grandpa, parents, siblings?
So usually, parents' side family comes to my house,
Okay.
and after the ceremony, my family go to my mom's like a family side.
Oh, okay.
I'm so confused.
Why?
Yeah, cause my dad is eldest in his family.
He's the oldest.
Yeah, already from the first son, eldest son.
Ah, sure.
Yeah. That's why we have a ceremony. But let's say my dad is like the second, he's the youngest member in his family, then we should go to the eldest.
Ah, okay. Oh, interesting.
To have a
So it's
ceremony.
whoever is the eldest. That's who you go. That's
Yeah.
who hosts.
Yeah, right.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. So let's say my family, my dad's like a younger brother family come my house, our house, and after ceremony, because my mom has a younger brother, and he's the eldest son in his family. So after my family ceremony, we go to my mother's
Got it.
family ceremony.
So it's common for you on, like, and do you eat at every single place?
Yeah.
Really? Like 30 dishes eat?
Yeah.
Really? Oh my god. How do you like prepare for that? Like, do you
That's
not
why
eat?
we have like a 3 days.
Ah, okay.
We just
So it's
have
multiple
a
days.
ceremony on the
Got it.
the second
Oh,
day.
that makes because Chuseok is like Thursday, Friday,
Yeah.
and Saturday, right? Okay, that makes sense.
So we have a 1 day to prepare every dishes.
Okay,
and
okay.
Togethering.
Yeah. Interesting.
The third day, cleaning,
Yeah.
wash dishes.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's much different than American Thanksgiving. American Thanksgiving is usually just like we call it. You know what a potluck is? So American Thanksgiving happens on the fourth Thursday of November every year. It can be like it's usually the 24th or 25th, kind of like Christmas, but always it's celebrated on that day. You only celebrate on that day, but you still get Thursday and Friday off. On the day, usually, I would say you only will go to like one house. Like the families will choose whether they go to either like the grandparents or the mom and dad's or whose. In my family, I usually go to my mom's side on my grandparents' house. They have always been the ones who hosted it, and always some families have like this the ham, but you're not OG unless you have turkey. You have to have turkey, and it's always turkey, mashed potatoes, maybe green beans, and another thing called stuffing, which is hard to explain, but it's like a breaded like casserole. You know what a casserole is? Yeah, similar to that. And then always in the evenings after you eat, and obviously it's not at all about celebrating ancestors. Really, what it's like kind of about is like, I mean, the traditional, what we learn in school about Thanksgiving is on that day, the original people in America, the Native Americans, came together with the Pilgrims, who were the people from Europe who came to America, came and founded America. And on that day, they all came together and they shared food and they ate. So a potluck is what we call it. And so everybody that comes to Thanksgiving dinner is required to bring a dish. So you make the dish at home and then you bring it to the dinner and then you either reheat it or you remake it. And so that's what we call it, a potluck, and it's like supposed to symbolize that tradition of the Native Americans and the Pilgrims coming together and making food. But like in reality, Thanksgiving is kind of a fucked up holiday because like right after, around the time period when Thanksgiving was founded, the Pilgrims like killed almost 90% of all the Native American tribes. So it's like a lot of people don't like celebrating Thanksgiving these days because they think that it's kind of glorifying the Pilgrims who kind of killed everyone, all the Native Americans. But my family is very conservative, so they still celebrate. Some parts of my family are very much like that, but that's kind of. And then after you eat, always there's football on TV, American football. So everyone gathers around and watches football. It's kind of the tradition, and then everyone goes home, and the next day is Black Friday.
So it's Black Friday is coming now.
Yep. Next week?
Next week, Friday.
Next week, Friday.
Yay.
Next week, Friday, and then on the Monday after, that's kind of a new holiday. It's called Cyber Monday. Have you heard of that? That's the day that like Amazon and Walmart and all of the online retailers put their deals on. Whoa, sorry. Cyber Monday. It's kind of like it's Black Friday but all online. Yep. So, yeah. Damn, I am so full. But it's really good. What is this place called? Oh, Awa. I said it on the way in here. We'll see on the way out. Would you say that this place is traditionally Korean themed, or is it more Japanese themed? Yeah, because we got the...
Right. Japanese, alcohol, Japanese.
Ah, really? Okay. Yeah, okay, I was looking at those like cartons. They do look very Japanese, and the writing is Japanese on some. Yeah, it's weird. Like, a lot of, I don't want to say a lot of, but a surprising amount of Koreans I know are actually learning Japanese right now. I don't know why, really. I know I can name 3 of them off the top of my head, but like I feel like it's definitely gotten either more forgotten or it's gotten better than last year.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like last year, I remember like you couldn't even really talk about Japan or like Japanese companies were getting broken into. You know, like if you shopped at Uniqlo last year, like you were exiled. But I just think it's so weird, and it's too bad of a relationship. And I know I completely agree with you guys. Like, it's their fault. Like, at least the government, I think, should do something. But I just think it's also like kind of weird and a little wrong that even if you went to Japan, they don't even know about it. Like, the regular Japanese people don't even know that there's a conflict, you know. So it's too bad. I'll take some of that, please.
That's why we blame the government, not the people.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Do you have any plans for this weekend?
This weekend?
Yeah.
No. No.
I wanted to go ziplining this weekend, but you're coming ziplining with us, right? Did I tell you about that? Oh, we want to go ziplining.
Ah,
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Is it next weekend?
Yeah, I think we're going next weekend because Youngjun still, his leg is hurt.
It's lag?
Yeah, so you remember the day? Yeah. Yeah. And so he twisted his leg. It's a whole story. And so he's still kind of out of bounds. He says he'll be all right next week. Yeah, because I don't really have any much plans. I just have like dinner plans on Saturday and then meeting with Hyunsuk on Sunday. But
I don't have any plan yet, but probably I will go out for taking a picture.
Alright, so let's go back to that. What do you think is the best picture that you've taken so far?
The best picture I've taken.
Sure. Or what's the picture that you've tried the hardest to take and like been successful with or not successful?
Okay, first, the best picture I've taken is in Czech Republic last year.
In Czech Republic?
Yeah. Because it was my first time to visit Europe, and yeah, as I talked to you, like the buildings, so pretty.
So you say in Czech Republic, was it in Prague that you
Prague.
went? Yeah. Yeah, Prague is a great city. It's really beautiful. Talk about like historical and living in a movie, like.
So the picture I've taken Prague is the best. My laptop's background.
Oh really?
The
Yeah.
picture. And the hardest one.
Was there any difficult ones? Climbing Moonsu to take a picture of us.
Yeah, so I have to work a lot.
But other than that, not really that hard.
Yeah.
No. Is there any like goal picture that you want to have? Like, is there any place that you want to go and take a picture of?
Like a place,
Or place, or thing, or person?
my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend? Yeah. You probably haven't really like taken a picture. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. That makes sense, huh?
I want to go Hong Kong again and take the skyscrapers picture at the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
And at the night time, they're so beautiful.
Sure.
So I want to take a picture there again.
So you want to be more of a like landscape or like
landscape.
that kind of photographer? Like, you like taking pictures of either cities or
Buildings,
yeah.
nature.
Sure. Nature, yeah.
And since I got a new camera, I started to take a portrait.
Portrait, yeah.
So
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm still not good, but I'm trying to learn and learn. And now like, I'm also interested in take a portrait.
Portrait. What? How did you decide that you needed a new camera, and what made you decide on the camera that you chose?
So my dad saw many pictures I took, and he asked me like if my camera is good or not. And I said, of course no. No, and he said, you deserve to get a new camera. But I don't have money.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, I can get it for you for your graduate.
That's awesome.
So, that'll be good. So he decided to get a new camera for me.
Wow.
And my new camera it's like a Fuji film.
Yeah.
You know, Fuji film is famous for like a film camera.
Oh sure. Yeah.
And my camera has like 17 different film.
Really?
Yeah. So I really don't need to like edit a lot because I can choose the film.
Oh, the filter you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So you can choose it as you're looking?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's really cool. Like 17.
17 different filters?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So good.
Yeah.
That's why I choose that one.
One thing I thought was really cool, my German friend has a nice camera too. And what he does, he likes taking pictures, he likes going on like long hikes and then taking pictures on hikes. And he like decorates his entire house with like pictures that he took. Yeah, like physical
so
prints.
nice.
Yeah. I thought that was like, that's an awesome idea. Like, if I was a photographer, that's exactly what I'd fucking do. Like, yeah, like, especially if you're like, I imagine you doing that.
Yeah.
And like,
It'd be so cool.
yeah, like, and I mean, what was I gonna say? I don't remember, but yeah, I think that would be really cool for you to do.
That's a good idea.
Sure. So do you imagine you're gonna have this camera probably for a long time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just change the lens.
Change the lens, yeah, sure. There's always a new lens, I feel like.
Yeah.
Please. Hey.
Yeah. 짠.
It's good stuff, right?
Oh no.
Alright, so I wonder, besides Corona, what are some things that are different about Korea today compared to when you were a kid?
So I love.
When you were a kid. Anything different? Is there not a lot? Anything you can think of? Okay. Do you think Korea is in a better place right now, or do you think Korea is was in a better place back then?
I think right now it's a better.
Yeah, and like economically, socially,
yeah, economically, everything.
yeah. So you think even in the last 20 years, it's made a lot of progress?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, is there anything specific that you can think of? Like, obviously Samsung it comes to mind, maybe Hyundai. Just those big companies have gotten so big.
Yeah. I'm just surprised that every people in world know about Samsung. Come there. It's from a smaller country.
Sure, yeah, no, it is amazing that
I really
Korea's
didn't expect everyone knows that. So when I was in Poland, I had a presentation about big enterprises in Korea. I was like, does people know about this company, this company? Everyone knows. Everyone knows that. So, yeah, I'm proud of.
I would say the only one that is common, even in America, but people still don't know, is Lotte. We have a lot of actually Lotte things, like branded things, but people still don't really recognize that name yet. But I recognize it.
And I'm really proud. More and more companies go globalize. From Korean companies, more and more Korean companies going globalize, popular.
Do you think that in the next 5, 10, 20 years, is it going to get better, stay the same, or get worse?
I hope it's going better.
Do you imagine yourself wanting to live in Korea in the future? No. Why?
Maybe. Because I just don't want to. I mean, I prefer to live abroad.
Really?
In Korea.
Like, how come?
Because my life, school life, was so horrible. It was so hard, difficult, and I don't want my kids to do the same thing that I did.
Yeah. It seems really rigorous throughout your childhood.
Yeah.
Do you think that would ever change, or you think it's probably going to stay like it is? Because I've heard a lot of Koreans about our age, maybe a little older even, say that they didn't like their very hard schooling as well.
I think it might be changing, but still, students will study hard.
Yeah.
Have top schedule. I don't like it.
Yeah. Why do you think it is that it's like that?
I think the way to learning isn't good. So they say a Korean students learn, high schoolers learn English a lot, and less 3 hours a day. But after graduate high school, most, I want to say 80%, more than 70% students cannot speak English.
Even after high school?
Yeah.
Even though they've been studying for 3 hours a day?
Because they just study a reading part and listening part for the SAT, not for the conversation.
Sure, yeah. So they just studied for the test, and then as soon as the test is over, they don't even
memorize
use it.
the grammar.
Yeah. That makes sense.
It's not a good way.
Sure.
Yeah. It's too sad. It is too sad. Even when I graduated my high school, when I made foreign friends, I was like,
scared,
yeah.
probably. Yeah.
Oh, can I ask me? Even though I got a good score in English,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, I'm sure it's still scary. It's just not your first language, so
yeah.
it's always scary learning a new language. I agree. But now you have a American girlfriend.
I can speak English now.
Yeah, I know, but you've probably come a long way.
Yeah.
Even since high school, I would guess.
Right.
Yeah. I imagine going in the army probably didn't help with your English at all.
Yeah. So I applied to join U.S. Army, who is
Really?
in Korea.
Oh, yeah.
I applied. I had to study and take a TOEIC. If I get a good score, I can apply. So because I got a good score, I applied it, but I failed.
Oh, really?
Because it's like just random. Even though I have a good score, it's
Yeah,
random.
yeah.
And I failed. When I was in army, and my cousin was working in America, and he recommended me study English first, and if I had more time, I study Spanish. That's why I study Spanish and English at the Yeah, so whenever I have a free time in army, I usually study English, Spanish, and it really helped.
Yeah. So you benefit a lot. So
Yeah.
the army itself didn't help you, but what you did
Yeah, exactly.
in the army, that makes sense. Are you like, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
My cousin already knew that I want to get a job in America.
Yeah.
That's why he recommended Spanish, English.
Are you happy that your parents pushed you so hard now
Yeah.
about English? Were you happy at the time
At the
about
time,
it? Yeah.
at the
Did you
time,
were you like motivated when you were young?
Yeah,
You were.
yeah. And they always said my English isn't good, and my younger brother is way better. And then that get motivated. Okay, I'm gonna study more.
That's funny. So it's like a competition.
Yeah, it's competition.
How is your brother's English? Is it good now?
No,
Not good.
yeah, he always asks me like how to study English.
Ah.
Yeah, because he's trying to take a TOEIC test
Sure.
this year.
How old is he?
Is 22 international.
He's my age.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a year older. But
22? 21? I don't remember. He born in 1999.
he's 21.
21, yeah. And I asked my parents like a few months ago, now, before I go to Poland, I asked them like did you like expect my English would be like a great, not great, it's just good.
Yeah.
Enough for studying abroad, and they said, heck no. They didn't expect it at all.
That's
I
great.
said, yeah, but I made it.
Yeah. Were they like happy for you though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they always talk to their friends that I studied abroad, American girlfriend.
Ah, that's great.
I always said thanks for pushing me.
That's good. Do you have a good relationship with your parents?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's we're like just friends.
Yeah.
We're just friends.
Do you talk with them every day?
Not every day, like every 2 days.
Okay. How often do you visit Busan?
Once a month.
Once a month.
It's because I'm a little busy.
Sure.
Because this is the last semester.
Yeah.
And I need to try to get a job.
Sure.
Like last year, I went also like 2 times
Every 2 weeks.
yeah, every 2 weeks,
Doing that.
or like every week sometimes.
Do you only have a younger brother?
Yeah.
I bet. Are you happy that you are the older brother and he is the younger because of the kind of Korean tradition of,
Yeah.
or does it not make a difference to you?
I think my parents push me more than rather than my brother. It's because I'm older than him, and they make me as a motivation for my younger brother. I think it's like good for both of me and my brother.
Yeah. Your younger brother just got back from the army, didn't he?
Yeah.
I remember you telling me that.
2
And
weeks ago?
I saw the picture of
Yeah.
you guys eating, and that looked really fun.
Right. That's why he studied English right now.
Ah,
Because
okay.
he just finished it here.
Nice. That's really cool. Do you have a good relationship with your brother now? Yeah.
We argued a lot when we were young, but whenever we argued, my mom talked to me like everything is your fault. And also he
sure,
talked
'cause
to
you're the older brother.
Yeah, and
I understand.
he also talked to my brother that everything is your fault. So
Really?
she was like, say sorry to your brother. So we are like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she
Everything's
just
my
made you
fault.
guys.
Yeah. But he also said like, oh, it was my fault.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. Because now we have a good relationship.
Did your parents ever how would your parents punish you guys if you did something wrong? Did they ever punish you? Did you ever need to be punished, really?
No, I don't think they punished us. They just nagged us. Just nagged us. What you did it. Do you think it's like a good thing or bad thing?
Yeah, so they just talked you through it. In Korea, would you say, maybe not in your family, but is it common to do physical punishments? Like spankings or
Yeah, but when I was young,
when you were young? But not now either.
not now.
Yeah.
At all,
Yeah.
not now. But when I was young, my friends said, yeah.
They got spankings and
And
hittings.
even in high school,
Really?
yeah,
The teachers?
teachers.
Really?
And I got like a bang a lot. Not a lot.
Yeah. Like when you were in high school, or are you talking about
When I was in high school. Middle school
there were
and
other
high school.
students
Yeah.
that got hit by the teachers, basically? Wow.
Some teacher hit the chick.
Ah, really?
Yeah,
Just
slapped the
really?
chick.
Oh my god. You saw that?
I saw my friends. That's my friend.
I know that it's just a different world today, but I couldn't imagine seeing
Yeah.
it in a school. Just a teacher just slapping a student. It's kind of funny to think about, but it's
that's
kind of
a good
fucked up.
memory.
Yeah,
That's a
sure.
good that's
I
a
mean,
good memory.
do you think it worked? Do you think it worked?
Yeah.
In its purpose, stopping people, as a punishment, and as you seeing that punishment, you definitely don't want to screw up because you don't want to get hit, which is sort of messed up because you shouldn't hit people, of course, but it's weird that it works, But I don't know. What do I know? Do you want to be a dad someday? Do you want to be a father? Yeah, sure. How many kids?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's up to my girlfriend.
Sure. So you'll just
Because, it's our effort, but she got more pain.
yeah, sure.
She gets more pain. So
Yeah.
if she said she doesn't want to have any kids, then of course no. She has 2, 5, 3, 5.
5? You would be okay with 5 kids?
5 is too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I would never do 5. I could do 2.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
3 would be pushing it for me. But if it was triplets, I couldn't, I couldn't say no to that. But 5?
I think 2 is
2 is perfect.
perfect.
2 is good. They can play with each other,
Yeah.
they can learn things from each other. Yeah, I think 2 is great. But, what do you think is the right age to be a father?
I'll say 32 or 33.
In less than 10 years, you're going to be a father? You think?
I don't know if I'm ready. If I'll be ready.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Maybe. That's cool. I know the culture. Yeah, I lived in Korea once. What flavor is it? Hokkaicha?
Hokkaicha.
Okay. Oh, raisin. Do you like raisin?
Yeah, it's good for hangover.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of tastes like well, definitely like raisin. But well, maybe not. I was gonna say it tastes like what's the drink that you have at the jjimjilbang? Chike, but I don't think it tastes like chike. No, I'm wrong. I don't know what it tastes like. Raisins.
Raisin.
Not a sweet raisin though. Just like a dried grape. Alright. Do you think we'll finish it? Yeah. Alright. I'm determined like you.
Would you like to visit here again?
Yeah, I'll definitely visit here again. I like this place. Yeah, this place is nice. And the food is really good.
And the Vietnamese food
Yeah,
is good.
Daenamu, so definitely good. I was wondering also what, like I will probably be getting that for my dad. Honestly, I don't really know, but what are gifts that you get for your dad? What would be a gift that you would get for your dad for his birthday?
I think I already talked to you about like
Maybe a little.
some luxury brands,
Although, yeah,
accessory,
yeah, you talked about a watch, right?
watch, wallet, purse, a belt, whatever. Because he always like gave a good present for my family, but not for him. And I'm sure he deserved to.
Have some kind of nice watch or wallet or something. That makes sense.
So every year his birthday, my mom, me, my brother gather some money and get an expensive one.
Nice.
one for him.
That's good. What do you think about Koreans that eat dogs?
Dogs.
Have you ever eaten dog? No.
Heck no, never. Okay. I'm gonna say it's crazy.
You think it is crazy?
It is crazy.
Why?
It's dog.
Just because dog?
I know we just had like pork. It's like it is dog. And as I know, the way to cook dog is so horrible.
So yeah, you maybe just don't like the way
Wait,
that.
right.
Yeah, but what if they cooked it in an ethical way, in the same way that they cooked this pig?
But still,
Still no, you still
Yeah.
we wouldn't eat it
yeah.
for any reason other than just dog. Like, are you just imagining a little puppy?
Yeah, because every day I see dogs on the road, like everywhere, and every day. But like let's say pigs or cow, beef. No.
It's fair. Because I think if you cooked it in an ethical way, I think it would be okay to eat. But that's just my own opinion. I definitely do not agree with how some of those people do. I know about keeping them in like small, tight cages and like, yeah. I know that's not good. I would never, advocate for that. But I've eaten horse.
Horse?
Yeah, and I've eaten, pig. I've eaten duck. I've eaten.
Horse. I wanna try.
It to me, it weirdly has the same kind of texture as tuna.
Tuna?
Have you ever had grilled tuna
Yeah.
or raw tuna? It's in a lot of
raw
sushi.
tuna?
Yeah, it's in a lot of sushi. It tastes a little similar to that.
Okay.
Weirdly, even though it's not a fish, but like
Seriously.
it's that same kind of texture.
Maybe someday.
I had it in Japan, of course.
Ah, okay. Then I will never try that.
Maybe. Oh,
For business trip.
for business trip, yeah. Exactly. Now you're getting it. What are other countries you want to visit?
Spain.
Spain. Do you think you speak good enough Spanish?
Not really.
No. So
But,
you would still probably speak English then.
And I'm still studying Spanish every day.
How do you study?
So
Are you taking a class or?
yeah, class, but it's only for the test, the lab test.
Ah, okay.
And I finished the test the last weekend. Now I do not watch the lecture or classes, just like read a book and study by myself.
What level of Spanish are you?
I took those like A2.
A2. Okay.
It's like a basic level.
Yeah.
But I just want to study more because it's interesting. I don't feel like it's like study. I feel like it's like just kinds of hobby.
Do you think that learning Spanish right now is more or less difficult than when you were learning English when you were young?
Yeah.
More difficult?
No. No. It's English was more difficult.
Really?
Cause I think it's because I know so many words like English words
yeah.
is like quite similar to Spanish, so I don't need to like memorize all words.
Yeah. Yeah, there is
Just
a lot
can
of.
guess like this meaning. So
Do you think one day you will speak fluent Spanish?
I really hope so. But the difficult thing is like I don't have any Spanish friends. Of course, my girlfriend. can
Yeah, I was gonna
speak
say your
Spanish,
girlfriend speaks, but she
Yeah.
never speak with her. Probably.
And like Latin America Spanish and real Spain Spanish is quite difficult. Different.
Definitely, there's a lot of differences. Yeah.
So
I would say, I don't know with experience, but it's probably the same difference as like British English and American English. I would say that's my guess. 'Cause there is a lot of actually differences between British English and American English.
Yeah.
But you can still definitely understand what a British person is saying. You know.
in Australia English.
Yeah, in Australia. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think if you just chose one, I think you'll be able to still
right.
understand. You know, it's just gonna sound different and a little foreign. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, so I really want to visit Spain. And speak only Spanish, not English.
Do you think that you will ever use Spanish for anything other than just going and traveling and maybe speaking with your girlfriend?
Yeah.
You think you would use it for a job?
Maybe, because I know most of Americans can speak Spanish, and not most,
Not
especially
most,
in the
but-
west side, California.
Sure. Una cerveza, por favor. Most Americans probably know that. But
I want to.
maybe in the south of the west. Southwest.
Yeah. I want to work in marketing department, and then I think I need to study the Spanish, and Spanish will be better for my job because I
Yeah.
have to
Maybe translate the marketing ads or
and have to conversation with who can speak Spanish. So
You know, there's a big Korean market in LA. You could translate Korean to Koreans in LA.
Koreans.
Just saying.
yeah,
Like there's a large, like I think one of the largest Korean populations in America is in LA. I think.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't have any facts, but that's just my guess. I've heard a lot about Koreans living in LA. So if you come to the West Coast, I recommend you go to LA. Or Oregon. You should definitely come to Oregon.
I really want to get a job there.
Maybe someday.
Someday, for sure.
For sure. I believe in you. I would take some of that water too.
There were. So when I was in Poland, one of my friends say hi to me like this, like a bow like this.
Oh
and I was
no! What are you doing?
What are you doing? Is it the way to say hi?
No.
Oh, you have wrong information, sorry, God.
Yeah, to a Westerner, any bow is the same.
Uh,
Like, there's no difference.
Okay.
That's just, I don't know why. It's just because, like I said, you know, we watch any Asian movie and we just kind of think that every single Asian is the same. Even though it's way different. And I know that now from being here.
yeah.
But, like, yeah, it's, yeah.
It was funny.
It doesn't surprise me that they wouldn't know that this
yeah.
is, like, not
And
okay.
he was
you
like,
know?
is it Japanese or Chinese? I don't think it's
No, it's
Japanese
nothing.
or
Like,
Japanese.
It's literally just weird.
Just the wrong information.
Yeah, no,
Asian.
but to them, like they just think it's a bow.
Yeah.
Like they don't. Yeah.
Just try to be more polite.
I think so. Maybe that's their intention. Yeah, but
Just not our time.
no. Sure. Well, there you go. All right. What is your favorite and your least favorite Korean tradition?
The least favorite is like we have to call older people like mom.
Yeah. That?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I call like Hyung Nuna to like older people first, but I talk to my younger friends that they don't need to call Hyung.
Really? You're a unique Korean. I want to let you know.
I really don't like it. I mean, I understand it's like a Korean culture or Asian culture, but
And when you're saying you're younger, you're talking about your Korean younger friends.
yeah.
Yeah. You don't care if they call you by your first name.
They could just say like ma,
Yeah, sure.
whatever they want. We're just
Do you think that will ever change? That tradition?
no,
Yeah.
definitely no.
That's funny. I've asked a lot of my Korean friends these days, and all of them agree it will never change.
Never.
But also, all of them agreed that they think it would be really weird, and they wouldn't like it if a younger person who is Korean called them by their first name. They said that it would make them uncomfortable.
Not for me.
That's fair. Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. And I know it's different for most Koreans if you're a foreigner. I think if, like most Koreans don't expect me to call them Hyun or Nuna, if they're older. Because most of my Korean friends are older than me. But I just think it's interesting. And I think that the reason that it won't, I agree with you, I don't think it'll ever change for Koreans. I think the reason is just because I think it's just a part of the language. Like, I think it's just so ingrained in the language itself that it's almost just like, as long as people are speaking Korean, you're gonna say Nuna, Hyung, whatever, I think it just comes with the language rather than whatever the culture thinks about it. Like, yeah. So that's your least favorite. What's your what do you like about either being Korean or what do you like about Korean culture?
Well, Korean culture.
Is there anything? I know it's something you probably don't think about a lot, I'm surprised you're not saying one thing, but I'll wait until what you say to tell you. I'm surprised you're not saying the food. Food? Yeah. Every Korean is obsessed with food.
Yeah, but it's not my favorite.
Really?
Yeah. Because I can live without like any Korean food.
Really?
I don't like a spicy food that much. I'm really bad at spicy food,
There's a lot of spicy food.
so yeah, and I love like kinds of cheesy food.
Did you like Polish food? No?
Yes,
Yes and no.
yes, I like it, but it isn't better than Korean food.
I believe that.
Yeah, it isn't better than Korean food.
For some reason, I just have this idea in my head of Poland being this very, like, boring and bland place. Like, the food, maybe, the people, maybe the landscape is beautiful. I believe you there. But I don't know why. I feel like there's, like, not a lot to do in Poland. But that's just my own opinion. I've never been to Poland. I want to visit, of course. Now that you say there's national parks there,
Yeah.
I really want to visit those. That sounds really
Many
interesting.
big and pretty. My favorite Korean culture. The things Korean know how to play.
How to play.
Yeah, I mean like Korean loves go to concert and go to norebar
Yeah,
and have a good.
sure. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, Koreans know how to have a good time.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's really good. And I saw some concert reaction. There are many videos on YouTube, and they compare Korean culture and Japanese culture. Japanese people like silent,
Oh yeah, I believe
just
that.
watching.
I totally believe
Yeah,
that.
but Koreans are like sing loud,
Yeah,
louder than
sure.
singer.
I remember I went to the concert last
Yeah.
year on the lawn. You know,
Oh yeah.
that was really fun. The unlimited beer and that was really great. Really great. Yeah, I really missed that. Oh, yeah, I was really looking forward to that when I came back.
So sad.
I know, it's just the circumstance.
Yeah, so the famous thing Korean culture. I think that's why Korean has some famous singers like BTS or
Yeah, probably.
Blackpink, because we know how to enjoy.
Do you enjoy K-pop? You like it? Yeah. What is your favorite group?
You know J-pop?
J-pop?
Yeah. He's a rapper.
Ah,
He's my favorite
K-pop rapper?
K-pop rapper.
I didn't know there were K-pop rappers. I mean, like, is BTS?
Oh no!
No, okay, I know nothing about K-pop.
Oh,
But I know BTS and BT21.
okay. BT21?
Is that what it's called? Something 21.
21?
Maybe, I don't know shit. Maybe I'm smoking crack. I'll send you a picture of what I
Okay,
think.
yeah.
I know nothing. But
K-pop.
J-pop?
J-Park. He's a rapper. He's from Seattle, America.
Really?
And he's Korean.
Oh. That's cool. So does he speak English in his songs or Korean or both?
Both.
Oh. Does he live in Korea now?
Now, yeah.
That's pretty cool. I think you would really like Seattle, actually.
Seattle.
Seattle seems like your kind of place. I don't know
Oh
why.
yeah.
And there's a lot of cityscape, and there's a lot of. It's right by the water, kind of. It reminds me a lot of Busan, actually.
Oh yeah.
So, Seattle's a great place. I think they're drunk. That's great.
I think what is the most beautiful city in America?
In America,
Yeah.
Wow, most beautiful city? Portland, Oregon, of course.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding, just kidding. I don't know.
Like the city you want to recommend to visit?
I mean, yeah, I definitely recommend you visit Seattle. San Francisco is a great city.
Oh, okay. So.
It's expensive, but it's fun. Really great city. I mean, like, I haven't even like visited a lot of places in America. If you like national parks, have you ever heard of Yellowstone? Oh, you should look up Yellowstone, and you need to go there. It's, well, first of all, it is one of the biggest volcanoes in the world, all underground. They are classifying it as a super volcano, and in the next maybe 100 years, it's due to erupt, and it's So here's America. Yellowstone is right here.
The center.
The literal center, yeah. So a lot of people are kind of scared actually that it's gonna
Okay.
run. But if you go there, I've been there before. Most beautiful wildlife, scenery, like animals everywhere. Big, huge bison. You know what a bison? Bison, bears, like anything. Like you gotta go there. Montana is really beautiful. There's also a lot of nature, wildlife. That's like here's the U.S. Here's like California, Oregon, Seattle, Montana,
Okay.
and then Yellowstone is like here. Yeah, if you're looking for outside nature, wildlife, East Coast is the best. If you're looking for big city, like I guess classic American movie, Northeast, like New York, Boston,
Yeah.
those are where you're gonna be. If you want like the beaches and hot babes and like the Latin influences, that's like Florida
Yeah, Florida.
and
Miami.
yeah, Miami, that kind of area. And if you want like cowboy, maybe a lot of also like Mexican and Latin American influence. And then also if you just want like farmer America, that's the South.
Okay, so I gotta visit like all like the south.
I mean, yeah, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi. I will say I've never been, but I want to go to. Have you heard of New Orleans?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've wanted to go to New Orleans because I've heard that that's a really like culturally unique place in America. They have a lot of like jazz music and have you ever heard of Mardi Gras? Mardi Gras is just like a really big party that happens in New Orleans, and the signature thing is there's a big parade that goes through the town, and they wear the beads, and if you have beads, like the way that you get the beads is that you have to like flash. So all the girls, if they have a lot of beads, that means that they're like going to flash a lot. And I just think that's like a funny thing, but like the party is just like wild like that.
Oh, okay.
So it just seems fun. Yeah, it's not like that's the only thing is just flashing, but that's just like that's like what it's most known for, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of different cultures in America. That's what's fun about it.
And I'm craving to visit Miami
Miami, yeah.
because I had a friend who lived in Miami for a year, and it's like we are like 15 years old. And after came back to Korea, he always talk about Miami. And it's like the best city in the whole world.
Best
say-
city in the whole world.
Yeah,
I've,
he
I've
say-
been to Florida and I've
Well,
been to
you don't think
Miami.
so?
It's maybe okay. I've been to Florida before I was 21,
Uh-huh.
so I wasn't able to drink or like go out or anything like that. So I can't say for any of that. I'm sure that the partying in Miami is fun, but like, don't expect to be going to Miami or Florida to like do anything besides party.
Okay.
Unless you're going to a beach,
Uh-huh.
or unless you're going to see some like alligators,
Yeah.
which is interesting.
Uh-huh.
You're just driving down the highway and there's like
Alligators, yeah.
dinosaurs basically on the side of the road.
Okay.
Because alligators are just like dinosaurs.
Uh-huh.
It's weird, but like, other than that, there's just kind of like a lot of bugs. It's really humid. It wasn't my favorite place. I'm gonna be honest, but I wasn't 21,
Yeah.
and I'm sure that the partying scene is much different than if you're underage.
It's because he always have Miami has a very big and beautiful beach, and he went surfing
Yeah.
every day.
Yep. Yep.
So, and I think it's because I was young, so I was like, okay, remember Miami.
Yeah,
was too
no.
busy.
I'm sure that the beaches are amazing.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sure that yeah, the nightlife is really fun. I think that Miami is a place. Like
Okay.
it's not a bad goal to go to Miami. I don't think. But I'm just saying like expect that when you go to Miami, you're probably going to be going to beaches or
Yeah.
going to the club. Because that's kind of the only two things I think you could do.
Miami.
Yeah. Maybe eat some Cuban food because they have a lot of Cubans that live in Miami and Florida, and I love
Eyes are
Cuban
closed.
food. Yeah, it's very close. Yeah.
So still like the first visit like city in America is Miami for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I would like to visit it again because I would like to just get a new perspective on it. Because I was just I was pretty young. I was in like middle school when I went.
Okay.
So, you know, all I really remember is like the bad things. Because it was really humid and like there's a lot of bugs. And I remember getting like bitten and eaten alive and then like there were gators and that was cool, but like I don't know. You can see that in the zoo, like I don't know. So I didn't think it was the coolest place in the world, but I'm sure if I went now and I went with friends or something and I went on the beach, I think it'd be fun. But, yeah.
I can't wait till this pandemic over.
Dude, you're telling me. I'm hoping to go to Europe next year.
Next year?
We'll see. We will see. When do you think it'll be over?
Over?
Yeah, when do you think we'll be able to go outside and not have to wear a mask?
Next year?
Next year?
Or like
In 2021, you think?
it's like after September.
After so yeah, a full year basically.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'm thinking December 2021.
Yeah. December. Yeah.
I think that will be probably like that will be the time that we'll be able to travel. I think is
Travel
December.
abroad.
Yeah, because by that time I think people will have taken the vaccine
Yeah.
and like you know maybe you won't have to quarantine for 2 weeks because it will be a month or two after people have been taking the vaccine. That's my guess. What do I know? I read more about, after you asked me earlier today, about the vaccine actually. So both of them are the same type of vaccine,
Okay.
and they're completely new types of vaccines. They're called mRNA vaccine.
RNA. Yeah. Yeah. I
but
heard about it.
and how it works, a traditional vaccine has a part of the virus in the vaccine,
Okay.
and what it does, and the virus in the vaccine is like kind of dead.
And
So-
weak power.
Yeah. So it kind of trains your body to recognize what the
Yeah, I got it.
this one that they're just now made. They've never made this before. Really, they've studied it for a while, but they've never used it actually.
Okay.
What this one does is it basically imitates. It's not at all what the virus is, but it imitates what the virus looks like the genetic code.
Okay.
So then when you put it inside you, it basically trains your body, I think in a similar way as a regular vaccine.
Okay.
It trains your body to see what a COVID-19 vaccine or a COVID-19 DNA would look like. And so before you even see a COVID-19 in your body already has made antibodies to basically
They thought
attack.
this is like a virus.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Which is really interesting, I think, and really weird. That's how a fucking vaccine works. But yeah, I just thought that was interesting.
It's like a new way.
Kind of a new way. Yeah. Like I heard that they had first come up with the idea of the vaccine in 2005.
Okay.
Like they thought of it, but they've had no use for it until now. You know what I mean?
I guess that's because they need like a cold storage.
Yeah. So and I think that they said why that they needed the cold storage, but I can't exactly remember.
I think it's because it's like based on RNA, something like the DNA.
Yeah. So maybe just like for that kind of cell to be. I don't know. Fucking mind it, man. Science is weird, dude. It's fucking magic. Like, to me, science is magic. Like, I don't know why. Like, maybe it's just because I just don't understand it, you know, and it just magically works. But like, it's pretty cool. It's pretty fucking crazy that like in only a year of a pandemic, they've already like almost solved it, you know? In just one like year. Like it's not solved yet, but like Korea is doing really well in containing the virus just by wearing a flippin' mask. Like
Every single second.
that amazes me that a deadly virus can be stopped by just doing this. Like it's just weird to me that works. Like there is no like obviously it's not 100%.
Yeah.
But I was telling you today even there are literally millions of people in Korea, and they have like 300 cases only. Like
Yeah.
like that's amazing to me. Like and this is the only reason. Like I mean is there any other reason you think?
No. For
No.
now, no. Just
For
wearing
now?
a mask.
Yeah, I think that is the sole reason Korea has been able to keep the numbers so low.
Yeah.
Just because you never see someone without a mask. Like when you're out, like
Everyone.
everywhere, outside, inside,
Yeah.
anywhere. Like, yeah, it's good. Like I'm glad. I feel like
Safety.
safe, definitely, and it just like it really just almost feels like normal here. Like it doesn't like I don't feel hindered. Like even when I was in America before I left, it just felt like almost scary, like to be out and like unsafe, I guess is the right word. Just because I knew that like I could kind of get it like anywhere. But like, and you know, I can still get it. I'm not like trying to jinx myself, but like, I just feel more safe here.
Yeah. I remember when I was in Poland. It was like a mandatory to wearing a mask until like May. And after May, the government says it's not a mandatory, so do whatever you guys want. So like no one wears mask after. No one really. Only me and my Korean fans wear masks.
Yeah.
That's why I want to come back Korea only.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I'm safe. Everyone without mask, go club.
Yeah. I believe that. Do you think that Korea is going to have any advantages since they've been able to contain the COVID? No. Good.
Because we don't have any vaccine.
No, but I'm just saying, like, do you think it's, like, do you think it's made Korea more of a popular place for being so, like, good with their COVID, you know?
I think like a more people would come to Korea like after this pandemic over, but it's not because we did well with the virus. Maybe just because of BTS.
Yeah, you're probably right. Sadly, you're probably right. Are you happy though?
No, sure.
Like, yeah. It's funny though. I think I know more Americans that like BTS compared to Koreans,
Yeah.
which is like weird to me. They're just a hit, I guess.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
I'm very proud.
All right, I have a running tally with my Korean friends. What is the best beer to go with somek?
Beer is so much.
Yeah, what is the best brand?
Korean beer. I would say Cloud.
Cloud. Team Cloud. Really?
Or Terra.
Don't say Terra.
Okay, Cloud.
All right. No, I Terra is the most common.
Right.
I think Terra is really number one in Korea for some reason. I don't know why. I think Cass is the best.
Oh,
I
Cass.
really like Cass.
Yeah, Cass is good. But height,
No, definitely not.
Definitely
Hype.
not.
No. But most people that I talk to say Terra.
Terra. I think Cloud is the best.
I think you're the only one who said Cloud too. Actually, there's only been one other person that said Cass. Everyone else has said Terra.
Came out like last year, March.
Terra came out last year? Holy shit. That's crazy to me. Why do you think it's been so successful?
I think most Korean people were tired with cost and height.
Huh.
And Terra came out last year. And they did well on marketing.
They did good marketing? Yeah.
So most younger people try that because it's the new one. They just love it.
Also, I wonder, is there anywhere I could get a poster like that? I'm just trying to think of like things I'm gonna want like after, and like holy shit, I love a Korean beer poster.
Okay.
Like, is there anywhere not online that I could get that? Do you think?
I will ask to my friends
Okay.
who love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that would be super funny. But Jongjong Lager.
청정 lager.
Shide came
They
out.
came out. 청정, like a fresh lager.
French?
Fresh.
Fresh. Oh,
fresh
Jongjong.
lager. 시대, generation.
Ah, yeah.
Fresh lager generation came out. So like an opening.
Yeah, that's amazing. I didn't know that they just came out last year.
Oh.
That's crazy. Yeah, maybe that's why also, I guess, it's just so fresh and new, I guess,
Yeah.
like you said.
Oh, it's a new one.
Yeah.
Just tried it.
Yeah. And what's the best soju?
I really hate soju.
Ah, really? Even in Somek?
Somek is better.
Yeah.
Somek is
But
better.
what's the best soju for Somek?
I don't remember the name. Chamisu?
Chamisu. A lot of people say that.
Yeah, chamisu.
I think I'm a fan of Jinro.
I think only tried one time.
It definitely is a stronger one though, so you may not like it. But I just like that it's like very clear. It seems like it's alcohol, but it seems fresh to me. It's like every time I have a hit of Jinro, it's like very like
Okay.
it's It's like almost like mountain spring water fresh to me. But even though it's alcohol, like it's weird. But yeah,
I feel like my last time to try soju is like in February this year.
yeah. Why do you think? Why are Koreans so stuck with only drinking soju or beer?
Because other alcohol is expensive.
Yeah, it is very cheap.
So I always recommend to my friends like try the other alcohol,
Whiskey.
like whiskey,
Yeah.
wine,
Yeah.
whatever. Just try it.
Yeah,
Everything's way better than soju.
Yeah.
For me. You agree?
I agree. Yeah, definitely. But it, like I don't mind soju, especially when it's free. But like, yeah, I would definitely rather have wine or
Yeah.
anything.
Everything is better than soju.
Yeah, it's just like a cheap liquor. Like,
Yeah.
it's good for getting drunk, you know, I guess. Like, that's like the benefit of it. It's cheap.
Cheap.
Yeah. But it just, yeah, it always really surprises me when, like, most Koreans haven't tried a lot of other alcohols.
Yeah.
Just because.
Just-
Soju.
Just, there are many different kinds of alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
I'm glad that you're into whiskey.
yeah.
Like, I love whiskey also. I haven't gotten into it like too much. Like, my dad really likes whiskey too. I wish that there was like a special Korean whiskey that I could get him or anything. Like, that's what I would love to get him for like Christmas or something. But it's just like literally the only thing I can get here is like flipping soju or makgeolli.
Makgeolli. Yeah, I think makgeolli is better than soju.
I think
I'm sure.
I think makgeolli's better also, but I haven't. My dad hasn't tried makgeolli, but I still don't think he would really like that. Like, my dad is definitely a whiskey guy. Like, he's a dark liquor. So like, yeah, soju he's not a fan of. Like, vodka he's not a fan of really.
It's cheap. It's more easier to get drunk.
Yeah,
That's why Korean people love soju.
definitely. No, I think so too. It's just interesting to me that they haven't even tried.
Yeah.
Are you ready? John. That's good. You can use the restroom. Yeah. All right. When you're ready, we will take the last shot, and I'll ask you the last question of the podcast. Thank you. I like that they put ice in their water. You were right, we finished it. Good job. I mean, we will finish it. There's still like 3 pieces left.
I miss this species. A lot.
Like I said, man, that dish reminds me more of home
Yeah?
than any other dish I can think of. Just because, like, that is like Christmas Day, like, yeah, that's good. That, and what else did I say? The something else? Oh, the apple juice.
Oh yeah.
The apple cider, yeah. That's funny. But, what is your favorite holiday in Korea?
Favorite holiday. Wanna say Christmas.
Christmas. Your family celebrates Christmas.
Yeah, good. So my family has our own culture. So we always go to really good restaurant on Christmas Day or like a day before or
Yeah.
day after.
Yeah.
It's like every year we go to the really nice restaurant.
Nice. In
Celebrate-
Busan?
In Busan. Usually in Busan.
Yeah.
We usually go to the fancy hotel.
So stay the night?
No,
No.
just have the dinner there because they have good restaurant.
Do you drink with your family?
Yeah.
Really?
And like mostly the restaurant has a promotion on the Christmas Day.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So the wine, whiskey is
Ah,
quite cheap.
Yeah. That's great. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, that's great. That's a good tradition.
Yeah. So, and I guess I will go. I'm not sure.
Do you guys usually give presents on Christmas Day? Or never?
No.
No, really?
Just
That's
go.
that's one thing you can look forward to if you live in America.
Oh.
Always Christmas on President's Day. I bet you Brittany does that. Unless she's not Christian. Unless her family isn't Christian. But most people in America that I know,
Okay.
I think every single person in America that I
Wow.
know gives presents on Christmas. Except for maybe I have one Jewish friend who I think doesn't. Probably. But he has Hanukkah, so he gets presents for 7 days in December. So I'm like, alright, that counts. Like,
I think the last time I got present on Christmas Day is like when I was like 10 years
Younger,
old.
yeah, that makes
10
sense.
or 9. Because I believe sometimes.
yeah, of course, of course. What? I'm wondering, what did Santa Claus look like?
Look like
Yeah, what does Santa Claus look like to you?
always wearing red clothing
Yeah,
and has like white
beard.
beard,
Okay,
old.
old. Okay. Is Santa Asian?
No,
No.
it's
Okay.
from like Europe,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
a North Europe.
Yeah, okay.
country.
Good, okay. I was just wondering if he was
Like
different.
a Finland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. North Pole. The
North Pole, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if they like had some different
Ah.
depiction of Santa Claus. I don't know. Like, Is your family religious? Is your family religious? No? Have you like ever been to church?
I've been to church like a few times, but it was for like a wedding.
Sure. So never in a service.
Only one time when I was in army.
In the army.
The church said they will give some burger for lunch. So I was like, okay, I'm coming.
That's great.
Yeah.
So
It's
even
like
if,
one or two times.
yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Makes sense. I've heard the food is terrible in the army.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it makes sense. But when you were in Europe, you went into the churches probably, right? Did
Yeah.
You go to, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just taking picture.
Sure.
It was really pretty.
Yeah.
It's like definitely different with Korean church.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
I bet.
definitely.
It's different than American
Yeah.
churches.
Oh, okay.
Europe is just
It's
another
like,
brand.
Wow,
of-
it's not just church.
Yeah, you're
Good like architecture.
crazy. Yeah, going back to that architecture, it's crazy. But so family not religious, interesting. But your family is all still close,
Gross.
like close together.
Oh, yeah.
Like you guys are all. Nice. That's really awesome. I'm glad to hear that most of my Korean friends are very close with their family.
Oh.
It's really nice. Very heartwarming to hear. Because a lot of Americans are. I mean, their families are just complicated. I think.
Okay.
And there's a lot more like drama, I feel like, in American families compared to in maybe Korean families, as far as my friends go. But just how it is. Shall we take it?
Yep.
짠! 짠! Salud! Salud! 시그네! 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 Alright. I have one important question for you. The most important question of this whole interview. Are you ready? What is the meaning of life?
Meaning of life, like my life.
Your life, of
Meaning of my life, I want to say it's definitely changing when I met Britney. So before I date with her, my life was just for like a success, for my success, like getting a lot of money and like, get some honor. But for now, I just want to make my friends and family like, happy every day. For that, I need to get some money, of course, and I need to study, maybe. And I just need to like, I know like many efforts will be needed.
many what will be?
Like efforts.
Effort. It will take a lot of effort, yeah.
But yeah, I just want to make my family or friends happy every day because they give a lot of love to me every day. So I just want to give back the loves. Meaning of my life with my family and friends, my people make happy.
Yeah. So is in your life, is money more important to you, or is
People.
or is there like what is most important to you?
I want to say people, like a friends or family.
Yeah.
They're more important than money. Last year I was like money and honor
Yeah.
in the past, but for now,
Why do you think that you thought last year, before you had a girlfriend? Like, why do you think you thought like that?
so last year, I just studied a lot, and I thought so like if I study a lot right now, I would be like a good person, like be on a lot of money, then probably I would be always happy, but it wasn't true, because like right now, my girlfriends give love a lot. My family also give love a lot. My friends, and they make me happy every day. Not just study hard and getting a good grade on every like, subject. They do not make me happy. Just they give some motivate and accomplishment, but not make me happy
Yeah.
like, every day.
Sure.
Just only like a day or just
You're saying about last year. It
Yeah.
wasn't every day continuous.
Yeah.
But now it's changed.
yeah. Now I can feel like my people love me a lot and cheer me every day. So I just want to give back all love they get to me.
Do you think something changed with the people, like in the last year? To like, no.
No. They always give many loves and interest in me, but I didn't know that.
Got it. So you just didn't notice maybe until
Yeah.
now. Do you think like being with Brittany helped you notice?
a lot.
Yeah, really.
I like a lot.
Okay. Do you have anything else you would like to say?
I love you people. A lot forever.
Okay. Thanks for joining.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, of course. See ya.